It seems we are not alone in our quest. Your main rival is a keeper called Nemesis. He also has many lesser keepers allied to his cause. You must defeat them all to claim this kingdom for your own. Look there. Keeper Dante has revealed himself by invading Lord Titus's land of Snapdragon. And there, Keeper Gormagan has made a move on Lord Sigmund of Emberglow. I feel sure Nemesis will move against us soon. You must be strong to defeat him. Sweetwater. This land is protected by the valiant Lord Ironhelm. Your minions are currently laying siege to his castle. Choose the location to the west for a frontal assault, or the location to the east for a cunning ambush.
Okay, so I'll probably record both of these, I guess. Let's go for the west one first, and then I'll load my save game and go for the east one.
By attacking the front of the castle, you will prevent Lord Ironhelm escaping with the portal gem. But temper your bloodlust. Smashing down the gates may not be the best way to storm the keep. Lord Ironhelm's castle is under attack. Your creatures besiege it by frontal assault. They follow such methods, as was your choice. We await the unholy result. Their fort is well defended, and your position is exposed. But one warrior within your ranks excels, the Mistress. She who swings her scything blades most swiftly, causing deadly damage fast. But use her wisely, for you'll find she's easily slain. Your creatures are unable to get to a torture chamber. Torture chamber. A barricade has been created in your workshop. Prison. Barricade. Fear trap.
I don't have the heal spell. So, torture chambers are fantastic. Mistresses are really good as well. They're a bit fragile, as I think the commentator will say in a second, but they are fantastic, at least for this point in the game. They do a lot of damage, they're nice and fast, and they get good spells.
You have successfully interrogated an enemy creature in the torture chamber. Map information has been divulged by the victim in the torture chamber. A fragile hero has died in your torture room. Heal them if you can to prolong their suffering and allow them time to convert to your cause.
There's pros and cons of converting them. Obviously, you get them on your army, but the downside is they like to squabble with your own creatures.
A new spell has been researched. Your evil hand can cast this spell to heal the wounds and scars and broken bones of battle-weary warriors whose fight is in your name.
Yeah, so they squabble with your own creatures, a lot like spiders and flies and the Horned Reaper did with everyone in the last Dungeon Keeper. So if they're strong, like the guard, it's probably worth it. If they're weak, like this guy, probably not worth it. But that doesn't count towards your portal limit or your prison limit, and you can convert unlimited with one torture wheel. The one thing that's a bit annoying about Mistresses is rather than
successfully
the guard
interrogated an enemy creature in the torture chamber.
They like to go and torture
Map
themselves.
information has been divulged by the victim in the torture chamber.
Which is significantly less useful than even guarding from the Dark Elves. They just like to torture themselves. It'll never kill them, and I think you can use it to make them happy if they ever get unhappy. But it doesn't really contribute in any way. They're much better off training. Alright, let's look at this dungeon then. What have we got? We don't want that. Got a lair, got a hatchery, got a library, got a training room.
Your create imp spell has been upgraded.
Let's plug this up
The
as well.
barricade. A wall of spikes which causes damage and impediment to enemies who seek to breach your dungeon's bounds.
What was I saying? Oh, we were looking through the rooms, weren't we? Training room, treasury I don't need. Workshop I've got. Don't need these.
Your lair is under attack.
I didn't even scratch them. I wonder if that's bugged out a bit there.
Behold, the torture room, a paradise of pain. To use it, pick your captives from the prison and then drop them there on those machines and watch them scream out secrets to their captors. Finally, the spineless scum amongst them beg for mercy, then betray their goodly comrades, switching sides to yours. Your evil hand can cast this spell to heal the wounds and scars and broken bones of battle-weary warriors whose fight is in your name. A barricade has been created in your workshop.
Yeah, so we've got all the rooms we want. I'd rather have skeletons than map information, really. As you've seen from my playstyle, I guess, I like to see everything there is. I like to get all the secrets. So, I'm not going to kill them, I'd rather have some skeletons.
I see you have discovered a magical item.
In fact, if I find a bigger space, I could build a bigger prison. Prison has to be at least 3 by 3 in a square to be of any use, so if I made this prison all the way along here, it wouldn't add any capacity.
A creature has died in your prison and has risen as a skeleton.
But if I include this bit and I include this bit, I'll raise my max skeletons. Hopefully, anyway. And stick the treasury somewhere irregular where it doesn't matter. It can confuse the pathfinding sometimes with prison, they run into it. They do the same with the combat pit. It's never game breaking, it's just something that you need to be aware of.
You have successfully converted an enemy creature in the torture chamber. Your creatures are unable to get to a lair. Your Thunderbolt spell has been upgraded.
Building these heroes their own room, because I think the guards squabble with the mistresses. We'll build them into this part of the dungeon. Mind you, they'll go to the same training room, won't they? Well, it can't hurt, that's what I'm going to do. Move the training room down here, probably. Or in there. This bit here is, when you get all 4 you can summon it at a cost of 100,000 mana whenever you like. But in the meantime we can summon it once, but for free. Ah, that's interesting. Still, it might make a better point for a training room. And I've got Horny, so I don't need to worry particularly. I think she'll get home there. That's what's make lightning great. Knocks them over so they're stunned essentially, like when we lightning them or when we drop our own creatures, so it evens the playing field a little bit.
You have successfully converted an enemy creature in the torture chamber. It is payday. A creature has died in your prison and has risen as a skeleton.
I might mine this out myself, it'll be easier in the long run.
Your possession spell has been upgraded.
As I mentioned about them getting stuck in the prison, the AI often builds the prison in such a way that an imp falls in the middle of here when it's created and they just leave them. There you go, maximum skeletons 20. Why did they give up? Oh, there's a sentry trap there. Is he coming with me? Yeah. Oh no.
A creature has died in your prison and has risen as
Oh
a
no, he was mine! Oh shit. Now we've got the heal spell, skeletons are a lot less of a liability.
Your lair is under attack.
Yeah, hopefully you can see this level's gotten a lot more intense than the last few levels. I don't think we're in much danger of dying.
Your training room is under attack.
one-man army. Right, we need another one of these somewhere. It'll have to be here, I guess. Right, this is going to be a tough fight. I might have to get involved in this one.
Your dungeon has no portal, so be wise and cautious with your number.
I think knights squabble with your creatures a lot as well, but they're good too. Right, I need another torture chamber somewhere. Preferably somewhere I can bar off to these stupid mistresses.
Your heal spell has been upgraded. There is nothing
There's loads
left
of nice
to
creatures
restore.
here.
You have successfully converted an enemy creature in the torture chamber.
Right, let's find somewhere for this torture chamber then.
You have taken over an enemy bridge.
I think we'd be better off, rather than these barricades, with some sentry traps, I reckon.
A creature has died in your prison and has risen as a skeleton.
Ah, this might do. Yeah, we'll have a torture chamber here. I have a feeling that people can free their allies from the torture chamber, but I might have just made that up. But they can certainly smash the room up. That would get rid of the torture implements, and then they'd be free to attack me again. Healed at my expense. So we'll have to be careful that I don't let this get smashed up. Probably some more sentry traps, I reckon. And we'll expand up here and clear them out.
A guard has become unhappy because he is in the company of creatures he hates.
Yeah, we knew that was
A
likely to
sentry
happen.
trap has been created in your workshop.
The other thing I often do is just dump them right at the other end of the world, and they have to walk so far that eventually they forget about how much they hate the fellow creatures.
Your creatures are outnumbered, a trouble, since no portal provides entry to this realm. They are indeed in danger, unless you find a clever way to make their numbers swell. A creature has died in your prison and has risen as a skeleton. A guard has become unhappy because he is in the company of creatures he hates.
I think it's guards and mistresses that don't like each other. Where are you going?
have successfully converted an enemy creature in the torture chamber. You have successfully converted an enemy creature in the torture chamber.
Definitely having second thoughts about this though.
Creature is starving in your prison.
Wonder how I get up there. I might have to invade here, I reckon. Let's just make sure these are in the hero sector.
It is payday. You have successfully converted an enemy creature in the torture chamber. A creature has died in your prison and has risen as a skeleton.
A secret. Right, let's go and delete all this white stuff then. Annoyingly, I can't destroy that hero gate.
A sentry trap has been created in your workshop.
And this is the way down that eastern passage too.
I see you have discovered a magical item. You have successfully converted an enemy creature in the torture chamber.
I think I'll wait until I've got more gold to build the torture chamber.
A sentry trap has been created in your workshop. A creature has died in your prison and has risen as a skeleton.
Is this what all my imps are getting confused about, is it? Looks like it. Doesn't seem like there's any way to block them off either.
I see you have discovered a magical item. Your creatures have been healed. A knight has become unhappy because he has no food.
Right, our pace at this level has really slowed down. I think it's because we don't have enough imps and I've given them jobs I don't really want to do. It's more efficient to claim the land and then the walls should crumble, but that didn't seem to work down this edge, so let's just keep going as we are. More imps, that's a reasonable strategy. Maybe I'll go around the world and clear up the small edge bits that I haven't got around to doing. Something tells me this is a bad idea, but we're going to do it anyway.
Your training room is under attack.
I think I'll just leave them to it. They should be strong enough to defeat a random incursion, I'd have thought. Yeah, look, if you look on the radar where that white and green circle are blasting out, I think that's me, at least one of them. One of them must be a fight somewhere.
You have successfully converted an enemy creature in the torture chamber. You have successfully converted an enemy creature in the torture chamber. You have taken over an enemy workshop.
Oh, I've got a dead goblin somewhere as well. I don't know whether I won't prioritise my own bodies. Good, they seem to be going for mine at least. Oh fuck. Still, at least it was only a troll. They've only got 3 more trolls. I'm not getting any more and I need them to make traps around here. You can also see that the gold isn't so rampant in this level either.
You have successfully converted an enemy creature in the torture chamber. A hero gate surrounded by your claimed land will cease to function for your god.
Yeah, we learned that in about level 2.
You've taken over an enemy room. You have successfully converted an enemy creature in the torture chamber.
Right, I'm not sure what to do next. I think we should follow these things down the edge, but I don't have a lot of gold left, so that's a
A
priority
creature
as well.
has died in your prison and has risen as a skeleton.
And these constant exertions aren't helping me much either. Oh, they got stuck in there.
You have taken over an enemy bridge.
Where are my bloody imps? What are they doing? Might need a
You have taken over
Mind
an
you, it's
enemy
got a
bridge.
portal in the middle of here. But I could turn this into a hero section, couldn't I? I could have a lair and a hatchery and a big training room. And then I might be able to lock them in somewhere as well. No, I don't think I'll be able to lock them in. But still, that's not a bad plan. I might go with that. If I had any money.
A knight has become unhappy because he is in the company of creatures he hates.
Oh, I don't know who they hate. It can't be the guards, it must be someone else. I'm pretty sure that knights hate dark knights. No, it's too effective, I can't get past there.
It is payday. You have successfully converted an enemy creature in the torture chamber. You have successfully converted an enemy creature in the torture chamber.
Alright, let's find somewhere really far away. Let's don't do here. They can think about what they've done and so walk back to their lair. I think half the problem is my treasury is right up here.
You have successfully converted an enemy creature in the torture chamber.
Oh, that's convenient.
You have successfully converted an enemy creature in the torture chamber.
Got to say though, I'm worried that these sentry traps didn't do a very good job. There's just too many enemies and they're too good. They're not level 1 thieves anymore.
A knight has become unhappy because he has no food. You have successfully converted an enemy creature in the torture chamber.
I forgot how bloody hard work these heroes were. It's getting to the point now though where I could do with the heroes and dump all the evil creatures. It's definitely an option.
You have successfully converted an enemy creature in the torture chamber. You have successfully converted an enemy creature in the torture chamber.
Oh wait,
A
I've got loads
creature
of
has
stuff
died
there.
in your prison and has risen as a skeleton.
Right, let's make us a hero dungeon. Oh, not
You
money.
cannot afford to build this room.
I'll have to get rid of my training rooms, you know. Sorry guys, no training today. Whatever. Shit. Didn't realise how tight money was on this level actually. Better get a move on, I think, and start
A
winning the
sentry
game.
trap has been created in your workshop. A knight has become unhappy because he has no food.
Wish I had a what's it called? Oh, I can't remember the name now. Gold spell. Gives you some gold. That's what I need. It's pretty inefficient. I don't have a lot of mana, but that's what we need right now.
A sentry trap has been created in your workshop.
I'm a bit worried all my skeletons are going to kill themselves. Let's find somewhere to lock them up. Might as well lock them up in my own prison. But this will count towards the 20 captives held, and there's 16 of them, so actually no, it's a terrible idea. I could put 2 doors in here, that would work. Why are you guys
A guard has
not happy?
become unhappy because he has no lair. You have taken over an enemy training room.
Ah, sell it! Don't let
A
it train.
sentry trap has been created in your workshop. A wooden door has been
students.
created in your workshop. Your creatures have been blessed with experience. A knight has become angry because he has no food. Your creatures have been made happy. Your creatures are rebelling. Your creatures are rebelling.
Oh, that's not good. Right, I can't do any more dithering around. I'm getting beaten here.
A
by my
creature
own
has died in
creatures.
your prison and has risen as a skeleton.
Knights are so finicky. They're always quitting. It pisses me off.
You have successfully converted an enemy creature in the torture chamber. A creature is starving in your prison.
It's an interesting idea that they come over, get angry because they can't find any
You
food,
have successfully
Then I kill
converted
them,
an enemy creature
and then they
in
come
the
back
torture
again.
chamber.
They're only making it worse themselves, really.
You have successfully converted an enemy creature in the torture chamber.
Right, I think we need to be a one-man army here, see what's going on. there's loads of them.
Caverns and chasms define this terrain. Some may lead you to good foes' domain.
Ah, that's the frontal assault it was talking about. We don't want to do that, do we? Ah, this is probably the frontal assault as well, is it? We need to go this way.
Your lair is under attack. Your creatures are unable to get to a lair. You have taken over an enemy guard room.
Oh, those did well, those little sentry cannons. And I'm out of gold. Right, I really have no time to waste
has
at all
become
now.
unhappy because he has no lair.
He's going to get unhappy because he
A
hasn't been
lost
paid.
soul has entered your dungeon. Oh, now it's wandered out again.
Right,
It
let's
is
see what Horny can do up
payday.
here.
Keeper, if Horny becomes too much for you to handle, a single slap will expel him from your domain. You've taken over an enemy guard room.
Yeah, look, loads of skeletons have died. I used to have 16. No! For goodness sake.
You do not have enough gold to pay your creatures' wages. You have taken over an enemy guard room. You have successfully converted an enemy creature in the torture chamber.
Oh, there's the boss. That's good, because we need to kill the boss, because we're going to
Creatures
lose.
have been blessed with experience.
Yeah, we've done that. We've done that. Once Horny gets fed up, we'll send everything after the boss. Oh, he's going on. Well, we made a pretty terrible dungeon. We ran out of gold. We didn't do very well at anything. We lost lots of skeletons, but we got the win. We didn't. We sort of obeyed the sub-objectives. It's back again. Loves this level. Yeah, so we did too much dithering around there. We built too many rooms that I guess we didn't really need, or at least that they didn't budget for us to build. Too many traps. Not a good go there. But maybe we'll do better at the east end.
Alarm traps announce enemy intrusion. Is the Dark Mistress not an exquisite find? Beautiful and graceful on the outside, cold and deadly as poison on the inside. Lord Ironhelm seemed quite overcome when they faced him. A most delicious victory.
Okay, so that wasn't very good. However, we missed a special, but that doesn't matter. And it can't be a secret level, because then you could get it twice, because you could get it on the other level, so that wouldn't make sense. So, not a very good go, but not terrible either. Pretty. Sorry, I set push to talk as 0, as you might have guessed. Well, that wasn't very good. Let's do better.